Vernier Scalloper.
Hello my lovely viewers, today we will be discussing Moana. Right out the gate, beautiful graphics, beautiful visuals, gorgeous, beautiful scenery, like I want to be there, I want to jump in there, I want to jump in the water. Oh my god, the water animation is so pretty. I want to jump into the sea, which I shouldn't because I cannot swim. But if you're new here, please watch the film before you watch my video, because don't trust me to recap every little thing, every little detail of the film. I am just here to vent and discuss about what disgusted me. Of course, I will discuss about what I love about this film, but you know, I like to hate. I like to vent. We see Moana grow from this beautiful baby to this beautiful young girl, and now she's appointed the chief because why? She's the chosen one, that is her destiny. And this is why I already don't like this idea of you are the chosen one. This is your destiny. You are supposed to do this. You're supposed to rule. You're supposed to govern. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to... It's very much like an arranged wedding, you know. I do not like this type of you don't get to choose your own fate type of situational. They keep trying to control her and telling her who she is and who she is supposed to be, and they keep steering her away from the ocean because somehow the ocean is very dangerous for whatever reason. Moana is clearly really drawn to the ocean, and the ocean is also very clearly drawn to Moana. But the adults don't see that because adults have no imagination, adults are blind, adults don't see anything, adults think they know better. And Moana is, you're crazy, don't go to the water, come back, we need you on land, everything we have is on land, ha 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 ha, joke's on you because everything on land is about to die and she will have to go to the ocean. So, more about that in a second. But Granny here loves the ocean, she loves the water, so she's onto something. She's in her own lane, you know. Granny's in her own lane, and I love her for that. I love her already. Granny is also giving this whole vibe of the crazy village lady. She's this hipster, you know. She probably smokes a lot of blunts a day and does her little like dance by the ocean, and people just ostracize her, you know. They probably think, look at that stupid old hag again. Look at that crazy old woman, like, oh, I must be sad to pine about the water all day. Oh, I must be sad to not have a husband. Oh, I must be sad that the husband probably died a long time ago. Yeah, they don't like to see an old woman be happy. They don't like to see an old woman be free. They don't like to see an old woman... It's giving ageism, okay? It's giving ageism, it's giving stereotypical, it's giving... Everybody's gatekeeping Moana for themselves, okay? The village, everybody, you know, they just want... it's a very toxic relationship similar to that of celebrities, idols, and their fans. And like I said, the island is suffering, okay? The fishes are not coming, the coconuts are rotting from the inside out, they're dying, they're turning black, everything is going awry. And of course, Mr. Man, Moana's dad, which I don't remember the name, I don't think I wrote his name. But yes, he's very smart. He knows exactly what's good for the village, and you know, Moana's the crazy girl who wants to go to the ocean. So you see, something is bad happening, you know, something bad is happening, and there is no solution in plain sight other than the ocean. Imagine the ocean. But Mr. Big Hawk, Mr. Daddy wants to be like, no one goes beyond the reef. And this is what he shouts at Moana, embarrassing her and hurting her feelings because all she's suggesting such a good idea, but of course he has to stamp on her idea and say that she's crazy, you're out of your mind, and you listen to me. Daddy drama, daddy drama. Okay, but you know what? For this film, I am trying to curb my disdain for Mr. Big Cock here because he probably has his reasons. Okay, I know he probably has his reasons why he doesn't want his daughter to go sailing out in the ocean. Something bad might have happened before, and I don't like to do empathy, but I will do empathy now. Okay, I will do empathy for this moment. And so Moahni quickly learns about her dad's past, his sad story, his sad history, and yes, he did try to go beyond the reef, but disaster struck and he almost died. His friend almost died because the waves destroyed their boat and fucked them up in the ocean, and he got traumatized. Okay, but the visual that they gave us, this flashback memory situation, I don't know if Moahni was seeing what this woman was telling. Sorry, I don't remember what the woman was, if it's her mom or her aunt, but yes, with the I don't know if she could see what we were seeing, but the boat that her dad was using, what's with that shitty boat? Like, you think you can go beyond the reef with that shitty boat? Excuse me? That is barely a boat. That is barely a boat. That is like some cheap survival game raft. Like, it's barely a boat. And it's definitely not a ship. And I have another question. Do they think that the oceans never get choppy? Like they never get stormy and crazy and sadistic? You think the oceans are as clear and kind? Of course it's going to get bad. So why did you go out there with that shitty plank? That plank with a sail? Like, are you fucking out of your mind? Of course you're going to run into a catastrophe. Are you fucking stupid? This is why I do not feel sorry for him. Okay, have you never heard of, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail? You are not going to survive in the waters with that stupid plank of a boat. You were never going to get far with that stupid joke of a boat, okay? Bruh. And Moahni, they're telling her that sometimes things are just not meant to be. Sometimes things are just not meant to be. So, you might think you want to go out into the ocean to find the answer, to find the future, but sometimes it's just not meant to be and you're just not that person. So suddenly now it's not her destiny, it is not her path. She has to follow this stupid chief thing that you have assigned her from birth. But she cannot decide if she wants to risk her life for her people to go out into the ocean. And once again, it is not the issue of the ocean or fate, it is the fucking boat. Get a better boat. They get a better boat. They will build a bigger boat, a stronger boat. Get everybody to work together to build a bigger and stronger boat. And then we can discuss who we would want to send out there into I know this part is not very ethical. I'm already thinking of sacrificing people, but you know what I'm saying. Moahni doesn't have to do it. We can send somebody else to do it. This is annoying, but speaking of annoying, you know what annoys me? Moahni's theme song. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of this theme song. I've always found it annoying. I was hard, but I'm free, it finds me, and I know. And she's just running and running. And I know. No. I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry. If you love it, good for you. But this is a song that I will be skipping. And Moahni, you are very brave. Okay, you are very brave to use a shitty boat, you know, the type that your dad would use. You're very brave for attempting to use that shitty boat to go out into the reef. Okay, that is very, very brave of you, but very stupid. I don't think that is a good idea. I know you have an affinity with the water, you know, the water moves for you, it moves aside and like it cradles you and pushes you to the right direction, but at the same time it is still the ocean. You don't fuck with the ocean and you don't take risk. You don't take stupid risk. I correct myself. Okay, like your dad, please do not follow his footsteps. And why did she bring the pig? Why do we have Mr. Pork Chops on the boat with us, okay? Because before we knew it, he's in the water and now he's drowning. And she jumps in to save him like, stop. We already have so many unnecessary problems and issues. Why are we saving pigs from the water? Like, leave him on the shore, but now he's drowning and you're trying to save him. Don't save him, let him die. Please, just let him drown. It is not meant to be. It is not his destiny. And a little misadventure, a little mishap causes Moahni to go back to the island disappointed and saying that he was right. Daddy was right. No, he was not. He was not, because you're following his footsteps. You have to carve your own path. You have to do it your way, okay? You cannot use his shitty boat. You have to find a different... We have to strategize, okay? We have to strategize, you know, tactics. We need to use our brain, okay? We need to use our brain. We cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. Okay, history must not repeat itself. It is not your fault, it is not the ocean, it is just we need a better boat and we need a clearer idea of what we want and how we are going to get it. So Moahni has another interaction with crazy granny grandma and she says, why are you acting weird? Why don't you just tell me what you want to tell me? Why are you speaking to me with metaphors and little riddles? I do not have the capacity because I'm already so defeated from that one mishap. And Granny's like, I'm the village crazy lady. That's my job. I love her. She's a legend. She's a living legend who is about to die. Because you know why? They always want to silence the great ones. You know, they want to silence her. This film wants to silence. Why did she even... We'll get to that. So Moahni's grandma educates her about the ancestors who are voyagers who went so far beyond the sea and they're amazing but they lost track of it. Okay, they lost track of how brave they once were and now they're just cowards who cower on this island, thinking that the island's resources will never deplete and they will live happily ever after, which is untrue because look at what's happening now. Look at what's happening now. You can never be too sure about life cause life comes in and smacks your ass. The ancestors have their own theme song. They have their own song and dance and it annoys me. Not for the reasons you might think. I'm actually fine with them singing beyond the grave. But it is a harsh reminder that this could be the villages now, you know, the voyaging out into the ocean. But no, just because daddy fucked up one boat journey and now everybody is not allowed to go out into the sea. And guess what? The ancestors had amazing boats. Very advanced and huge boats. Not the shitty rafter that Mr. Big Cuck used back in the day. So yes, we learned that the curse on the island is because of a man or a demigod. Who the fuck cares? Okay, who the fuck cares? All we know is that this is a guy. It is a man. It's always because of a man. And it is because of him and everything is dying and a woman needs to fix the problem. A woman needs to solve everything by herself. And guess what? A man is stopping her from doing so because he thinks he knows better and now everybody's gonna fucking die. How nice. And Moana learns all about this to her grandma, and she excitedly runs into the village meeting where her dad is at, and she's just so excited. She, hey, we need to stop Maui, and we need to fight the lava monster, and we need to get that away. We can save the. No. Everybody's looking at her crazy, and her dad is. There's a look of disapproval on his face, and disapproval central, all over his face. Okay, this is where Moana's age kind of shows. Okay, her immaturity is showing in this very moment. You don't just run in there and tell them that he like that he is too hot. They're not ready for all of that. You need to be more. What is the word? You need to be smarter, but also. What is the word? I can't think of it. Intentional, maybe? Intentional or. Okay, smart. You have to be a little smarter with the way you're going to relay this information to all these people who just refuse to lose you, who just refuse to let you go. And just as expected, Mr. Big Cuck is like, no, you are fucking crazy, and I'm not going to allow that. You stop with your bullshit. Okay, Moahni? And he even throws the gem away, like, oh, of course, he has to throw. You see, it's always the violent, like, it's always the barbaric. I'm going to smash this, I'm gonna throw that to show my anger, to show my power. And guess what? Granny is dying, Mommy is dying, and suddenly, he's turned into a little boy. Oh my god, like, why must we kill this legend so early in the film? For what? For what? Like, it is. On a story level, it is not very impactful. On the story level, it is not very impactful to kill off, your elders so early into the. She could have given us more moments. You know what I'm saying? Before we take her life away. It is. And the timing too. The timing is a little bit too coincident. At the climax of the. Anyways. Granny is not doing very well, and she tells Moahni in her deathbed that it is your destiny. You must do it. You have to save the village, and you must go. How can you not do what Granny tells you to do? And how can you disrespect Granny by not fulfilling her wishes? Of course, now you have to go to the ocean. Daddy cannot say no because Granny says so. And this is the type of it's your destiny that I live for, okay? When it is approved by an actual legend. I wanted to say living legend, but now it's dying legend. And Moahni is very brave. Not the smartest, but very brave for sailing out into the ocean in the middle of the fucking night. Like, why are you... What? Okay, I know it is very urgency right now to go. But why are you sailing out at night when you cannot see anything? I know you have an affinity with the ocean, but you shouldn't fuck around. But of course, she survives the night because she's the main character and she's, immortal. She cannot die. And in her previous attempt, she brought the stupid pork chops. But this time, guess who we have on board with us? We have the stupid chicken. The idiotic chicken. Do we really need this chicken on board for moral support than comic relief? Because I rather and myself, okay? Like, I rather kill myself. Can we exchange the chicken for pork chops? I rather have pork chops on board with us instead. And we love to make history repeat because now the chicken falls into the water and is drowning. Stop bringing liabilities on board the boat with you! Stop it! Fast forward, Moahni is stranded on an island and she meets Maui, who's a narcissistic man with a hero complex. My favorite. One of my many favorites actually. So he does his song and dance and he traps Moahni in a cave. How classy, how nice, how kind, how gentlemanly. But she escapes because she's not to be fucked with. And she did so by squeezing through a gap. You know, like squeezing through a gap because she's a skinny legend. Something that I don't think Maui would be able to do. You know, I don't think he's capable of that. So Maui and Moahni are on a boat together with the stupid Cuck. That stupid cock-a-doodle-doo. And they run into a bunch of pirates. The pirates are a bunch of walking, talking coconuts. I don't really care about them, but they're called the Kakamoras. Yes, they're a bunch of angry coconuts. And there's one part of this scene where they were getting chased by the boats. And the pirate ships kind of multiplied into 3 and Moahni was like, their boat is turning into more boats. Moahni's dad could never. You know, Moahni's dad and his stupid rafter, he could never. And this was boring. It was such a shit show. They should have tried to offer the Cuck as a peace offering, you know. It probably wouldn't work, but this is worth a try. Now Moahni toys with Maui's ego to try to get him to help them because he is just so unwilling to, like, he's gatekeeping. Everybody's gatekeeping everything, you know. Everybody's gatekeeping this whole film. Everybody in this film is a freaking gatekeeper except for our dying, now dead legend. But everybody's gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping his powers, he's gatekeeping his strength, he's gatekeeping his stupid hook. Like, what is it about this hook? This weapon that he has, that he's supposed to use to fight the Teka. Teka is the lava monster. Moahni tells Maui that, you know what? You are no one's hero. Delusion Central. You're no one's hero. Nobody thinks you're a hero. Everybody fucking hates you. They think you're the one that caused the curse. Bitch. I know this kind of shakes him up a bit and he starts to think twice and maybe I should help this girl, but I don't know. Stupid man. Apparently his amazing hook is stolen by this scavenger called Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is in this place called the Realm of Monsters. And once again, Maui is belittling Moahni and saying that, yeah, I will go inside myself. You know, when they reach the place, he says that I will go inside myself. You stay outside because it is too dangerous for you. You're not going to be strong enough to deal with it. And when they actually get in, he uses her as bait. Didn't you say you were so formidable? Like, you are going to take care of it yourself. And now you're using her as bait. And while Moahni is talking, distracting this humongous crab, which I thought scavenger, you know, I thought he was gonna be some little cretin, but no, it's this ginormous crab. Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is a ginormous crab. And while Moahni is doing her best to distract him, Maui is just like trying to creep his way to get, like, what? Like, what? You made yourself sound so bold and heroic, but you're creeping like a thief to get back your little pick, your little hook. You know, at this point, I also had a thought that I don't really hate Maui to my core. He is very annoying though. Like, he is very annoying in a way where it's kind of like wet socks. You know, they're just really damp and they're just there. They're not the bane of my existence, but they're a shit stain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, his humor is cheap. Like, his humor is cheap and his jokes are not funny. It's lame. Like, yeah, and the talking tattoos. Give me a break. Give me a break. Tommy Mottola has his own song as well. Yay, boring. And I would also like to criticize that his sound design is a little lacking, because for how huge he is, his voice, the editing on the voice actor is not billowing like loud or echoey and reverby, especially when they're down in that cave cavern thingy with all the treasures and stuff. The sound design is a bit off, okay? Like their volumes or the effect on their voice, it shouldn't be the same, like all three of them. That shouldn't be the case. So that is a criticism that I have to say. And for whatever reason, even though now we have Maui's stupid hook, he is in defeatist mode. His loser tendencies are coming out, you know, defeatist talk. And he doesn't think, he's not confident that they will be able to defeat the lava monster. He doesn't trust himself, he doesn't trust Moahni. I mean, he never had any hope in her since like the beginning, since the moment they met, you know. He has never been supportive of her. He's like, fuck this meathead, you know, fuck this meathead, like demigod my ass, like what the fuck, like Moahni, you don't need him, okay? You don't need him. You can defeat the lava monster yourself. You can use your intellectual, okay, she's not that smart. You can use whatever you have to defeat the lava monster. You do not need this. You do not need this tacky, cheesy, lame demigod, this fraud, this hack. And Sulky Baby tosses Moahni into the water. How classy. And Moahni does what she's good at. She keeps poking at Maui's ego. And we might reveal something about his insecurities. You know, maybe the hook is not working. You know, the hook is not working as it's supposed to be. Like, why isn't it working? Like, why is it weak? And I think the hook is a metaphor for the ego. It is a metaphor for erectile dysfunction, okay? His egotistical dysfunction, okay? He's so like sensitive about it, like, oh no, you do not insult my hook. It is damaged, but it was once good, and you do not say anything about it. You don't say anything about it. And so he shares his sob story that can be summarized in a few points. Human parents, mommy issues, daddy issues, juicy. He just wants to be loved and accepted. Isn't that what all the incels are dealing with, you know? Human parents, mommy issues, daddy issues, wants to be loved and accepted. Perhaps we can start with a hug, which is going to be very difficult because he is a very big man. Okay, they arrive at the Fiti. It's time. I hope it's a shit show because everything so far has been really boring, and the misadventures and the mishaps are just not interesting to me, okay? Everything is not interesting. I'm trying to hype myself up as much as possible because everything has just been so boring. And now we have boss fight with the lava monster. Who's going to win? Who's going to take it home to the village? They lose. Which is good because you cannot win on the first try. That's how you get humble. That's how you humble yourself, okay? But part of the loss is that his hook was damaged and now he's even mopier. It was made by the gods. You can't fix it. You see, erectile dysfunction, ego dysfunction. I called it. And he's blaming the woman. You know, what if it is not meant to be? You know, what if you were just not meant to be a great demigod and your hook is just not meant to be this indestructible thing? Like, blame Tommy Mottola, you know, that stupid crap in the cave with your hook. God knows what he has been doing with that dildo while you weren't around. He could be the one who fucked it up, not freaking Moahni. Moahni just wants to help her village. What does she have to do with your erectile dysfunction? She has never laid her hands on your hook before. Why is she the cause of it? Like, why is it her fault? Blame the woman, blame the woman, blame the woman when the issue is with your own cock. Bitch. Erectile dysfunction piece of shit. Maui uses this moment to attack Moahni by saying that, you know what, you think you're the chosen one while the ocean chose wrong. Son of a bitch. Someone should drop him in the ocean again and never let him come back to the surface. Okay? We should put a bunch of weights on his body and just sink him all the way to the abyss. Fuck him! Fuck him! Fuck this stupid meathead. How dare you? Like, how dare you? I did not get my grandmother's blessings for you to insult me like this, okay? Moahni, slap him in the face. Slap him. You know what? Slap him in the balls. Break his stupid hook in half. Do something. Oh, fucking asshole. Yes, shape into a bird and fly away, you little punani, you freaking coward, useless piece of shit. Oh, you nasty boys. So Granny's spirit visits Moahni and confronts her. Comforts her. You see, everybody, Granny is the MVP of this film, okay? She's the MVP, even though she has so little screen time and they killed her off at the start, but she's back in spirit form to give Moahni the moral support that nobody else is able or has even tried to give her. And this is why she's my favorite character. Everybody else pales in comparison, okay? She's the crazy village lady. Granny's encouraging words empower Moahni to continue this mission in fighting the lava monster and saving her village. So she goes back. And guess who she sees? She sees Maui, and now we're teaming up again for Boss Battle Part 2. So Maui does this little fighting action sequence. Who the fuck cares? And Moahni, with the power of the gem and the water and the biasness of the gods, she parts the sea like Moses. Roll me through the rushes like Moses. And you know very well that even in this moment, when we as the viewers can tell she's going to do something legendary, she's going to do something iconic, she's going to do something groundbreaking, sea splitting. But you know for a fact that Maui in his head is thinking, oh no, she's not going to win, she's going to get crushed, she's going to lose again. But guess what? Moahni uses her womanly, feminine powers to, no, not fight, not destroy, but connect with the lava monster, who turns out to just be a goddess. Who turns out to be the goddess all along. The goddess of what? I don't know. Maybe nature, maybe bounty, like maybe harvest, maybe prosperity. I don't fucking know, okay? All I know is that they connected as ladies, as women. And now she's happy, now she's green and very, very nice. We got a very beautiful animation sequence of the lands turning green, the flowers blooming again, the grass spreading and everything. Now, character development moment. Maui is realizing that, you know what? Hook, no hook, I'm Maui. You see how easy it is? Okay? Do not let your possessions, your weapons, your powers to define you. You remember Encanto? Yes, it's the same lesson. Don't let these things define who you are as a person, because you are so much more than that. You are so much more than your trauma. You are so much more than your pain. You are so much more than all these factors, okay? So yes, your ego and your erectile dysfunction, it should not define you. It should not. Let go of your ego, okay? Let go of your ego. Let go of everything. Let it go, Maui, let it go, let it go. Just like how your parents let go of you into the ocean. Oh, brother! Yeah! Babe. So of course, the goddess being a sweet woman, she's so nice. She fixes Maui's stupid hook and he's celebrating. They're happy for each other. You see, you said, it's all about the man destroying things, and then the woman have to come and fix things, and it's an endless cycle. So they return home. Unfortunately, Maui did not return with Moahni to, you know, have a little meet and greet with the villagers. They probably still think he's he's the one that caused all this. So it's probably not the best idea for Maui. So yes. So Moahni returns to her village as the hero. Everything is fixed. Everything is solved. I hope the coconuts are not rotting from the inside out. It must be very shocking to open the coconut and to just see black mold. I was also thinking the chicken, you know, that little restarted chicken at the start. Perhaps that was also a premonition that the chickens are becoming stupid. Perhaps that was part of the whole curse as well. So the island is saved, but I'm not done with this film, okay? Because the island may be saved, but did we revive Granny? Did we revive the most important character in this film? Did we revive the icon, the MVP, the legend herself? We did not. So, I don't care. Oh, yes, we have the crops and we can eat again. I don't care because Granny dying is a loss, and that is a loss, period. Okay? I do not consider this film a victory. I do not consider this a victory at all. And you know what I think? I think they killed her. They silenced her. Okay? They knew she was onto something with the water, so they did a little schmonten with her food, or with what, you know, they did something. They did something, and they killed her. They unalived her. And I don't know if Moahni's dad knows about this. I don't think he's part of it, but in the greater scheme of things, I think they have been planning this all along to get rid of Granny because she knows something about the waters that they don't want Moana Tarawa. They unalived her. They unalived her and they silenced her. When, you know, when she knows so much, she's too powerful, they cannot take it, so they want to get rid of her. Bitch. And apparently, we're getting Moahni 2 very soon. The sequel that nobody asked for. But Disney likes to shove their franchises down our face. Yeah. And what is it going to be about? Because another issue I have with this film is that everybody is so one-dimensional. All the characters are so flat. I'm finding it very hard to empathize with them. You know, they don't have a lot of character. I did think that perhaps this is because I watched Encanto before I watched this film. And as a result of that, this film pales in comparison. But looking at it really critically, the characters really do not do anything for me, and the misadventures and mishaps that they have are really boring as well. I did not enjoy the talking coconuts and the crab. It was just a little bit draggy at the point, you know. 1 hour into the film, I was thinking, I am not enjoying this. I have not smiled. And I'm thinking, you know, the sequel is probably going to be about Moahni and Maui doing something together, they reunite again, and they're going on another adventure. Maybe we'll get the return of the pirates and the crabs. I don't fucking care, I don't fucking care. I just want Granny to come back. Okay, Granny to come back. Or you know what the second one can be? They can maybe have a workshop on how to make actual boats and not stupid rafts. And put stupid, unrealistic expectations on those stupid rafts that they will make it far into the ocean and then get traumatized and then tell your children not to go into the ocean because it's too dangerous. Like, stupid. You see the dad with the stupid boat, Maui with the stupid hook. It's about ego. It is about ego. It is about erectile dysfunction. Thank you for watching. I will most likely be watching Raya the Gift Dragon next. Raya the first dragon, second dragon, third dragon, gift dragon. I don't fucking care. But I will be watching that one next, and I'm very hyped for it because apparently the world design is very beautiful and very, very colorful and vivid. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys tune in for that next video, and till then, the greatest